voice kay for the sick ang person. So before kita mag-start sa among reporting, let's just boost our energy first para mabuhi-buhian kita. So I want representative from each side to represent your side. And then ang madaog is they will be exempted for all my questions. Then ang mapildi is, for example, hindi sila ang mapildi, hindi ko always magtawag sa mga students or classmates na or to answer my questions later. So, isang representative niyo. Dali! Dali na! Dali siya. Wala? Dapat mo dingdog ang answer ha. Okay, so our game will be about guess the country name given the emojis. Ready na? Ready na? Dapat mo tingog ang mag-1 count.
Belgium!
Wala ba? Russian. So that's Belgium. Next. Yes. Hana. Germany.
related sa country.
OMG na answer.
Population! Population!
Our topic is very familiar na sa iyo. We already, or this is actually also my topic sa about 6 na to. Pero same topic lang sa siya kuman.
Oo, pwede si Pulid ako.
Maka-answer kayo ka mo if ako talaga.
Sorry, anong dito mag-guide? I have no idea.
Okay. So our topic would be about the advancement of international trade and marketing. So we have a separate discussion for international trade, and we also have a separate discussion for international market. So first, what is international trade? This is referred to as the exchange of trade of goods and services between different nations, and this is a kind of trade contributes and increases the world economy. From the word itself, international trade. Diba? We already know the definition of trade as yes, exchange of goods and services, and international. International sa siya, so it means that exchange of goods and services siya across the borders of some country. For example, sa Philippines, kung within Philippines lang ang trade or ang exchange of goods and services, that's what we call domestic trade. Pero pag outside the border na sa Philippines, then we already call that, or ang tawag na nato yun is international trade. Nagets niyo?
Yes.
Okay. So, we have classifications of international trade. We have 3. First is the import trade, second is the export trade, and the third one is the entry-port trade. Now, what are the difference between these 3? So, pag mayroon import trade, this refers to the purchase of goods from a foreign country. Import meaning pasulod sa usang country, or the countries import goods which are not produced by them. Dili sila mismo ang nag-produce or manufacture sa usa ka goods. So for example, sa Philippines, mag-import sila or magpasulod sila og goods from other countries. Let's say from Korea, na nakibalik. On the other hand, ang export trade is kabaligtaran. Ikaw or that specific country, amo sila ang magpagawas of goods and services. Or it means the sale of goods to a foreign country. In this trade, the goods are sent outside the country. Ipadala siya sa laing nga country. Kung ang import, pasulod, ang export, pagawas. Now, how about ang entry-port trade? Entry-port trade is when goods are imported from one country and are exported to another country. Ibali si Philippines, for example, nag-import siya o goods from Korea, and then that specific product or goods is i-export na sa nato siya to other country. Ibali, duha siya ka-process ang makita mo sa entry-port trade. Nagets niyo ang difference sa tulo? Next is the characteristics of international trade. We will be discussing this para mas masabtan nato ang concept sa international trade. So first is the separation of buyers and producers. So malamang separate yun ang buyers and producers kay international trade sa siya na ay inclusion of import and export of goods and services. Separation of buyers, meaning lahi ang buyers, lahi ang mupalit, lahi sa ang mag-produce. Kung si Philippines ang mag-produce or ang mag-manufacture ng isa ka product or good, lahi ang mupalit. Ang mupalit is other nation or other country, since we are talking about international trade. Second characteristic is foreign currency. Of course, international sa siya, then we will be dwelling with different currencies. Dili lang ta mag-dwell of Philippine peso, di ba? Kay sa other countries na ay euro, na ay US dollars, na mga currencies. So of course, international trade, one of its characteristics is mag-dwell sila or mag-dwell sila of mga foreign currencies. Not just focusing on a currency na naka sila sa isang country. Next is restrictions. So government may impose various restrictions on international trade. Familiar or yakadungdong pa kamo sa i-discuss sa back 6 regarding tariffs, quotas, katong ibali na ay additional na mga taxes if mag-import ka or mag-export ng goods and services. So that is under restrictions. Of course, musulod man ka or magpagawas man ka og goods or products sa isa ka country, then you would also consider ang ilahang mga policies or ilahang mga restrictions with regards to trading. Next characteristics is need for middlemen. So due to physical and cultural distance between buyers and sellers in different countries, middlemen such as distributors or trading companies. So, di ba, kung sa FM4 nato or sa banking and finance, kung mag-invest ka, di ba kailangan nato og financial intermediaries? Nakadumdum ko kami na discussion. Same thing with international trade. Since there is a separation of buyers and producers, or na ay distance between ang mupalit o ang nag-produce sa products, then of course, they will be needing middlemen. Kaning mga middlemen o, sila ang distributors, mga trading companies, ibali sila ang way or sila ang mag-bridge nga gikan dili ang product padulong sa other countries or other nations. Next characteristics is transportation issues. Mo siya ang sa risk element. General lang siya na risk element. Of course, we are not really sure or dili malikayan na sa pag-import o export of products or goods and services is perfect siya always. Of course, we should be open or we should expect na naagay times nga naagay risk, naagay mga naagay mga problema nga mahitabo. So, we should be open or kailangan maging prepared ang usa ka exporter or importer sa mga risk na pwede nila maagian sa international trade. Next one is the law of comparative cost. This is the fundamental principle in international trade stating that countries should specialize in producing goods and services in which they have a comparative advantage. When we talk about comparative advantage, mo ni siya ang term na nag-refer na kanang ibali nag-import sila of product for them to sell it, depende kung pagamyan or paubsan nila ang price or patasan. As long as ay comparative advantage ibali nila. From the word itself na advantage, kung asa sila mas mulamang sa ilahang mga competitors at sila mudwell. Kung mas mulamang sila kung pagamyan nila ang presyo kay mas daghan ang ilahang sales or kung mutaas kay para mataas ang ilahang profit, then depende na kung asa sila ng comparative advantage mo kung ibalik mo sunod. Next one is the government control. This is just related with restrictions nga sa international trade is kanang related yun or involved si government sa international trade. Kay consider man nila ang katong mga restrictions, katong tariffs, quotas, and katong mga trade agreements. So, nakuha na niyo? So, those are the characteristics of international trade. Next one is the reasons for international trade. Reason or mga inungdan nganong na ay international trade. First one is reduce dependence on your local market. Of course, ikaw nga entrepreneur or ikaw nga kanang business owner, mag-goal gayud ka nga ang imong introduce sa imong mga buyers or sa imong mga consumer is not just your local mga goods and services. Mas mo aim gayud ka na may imo ma-introduce na new products or new goods and services sa imong mga buyers or consumers para ma-retain ang ilahang loyalty and yung ilahang interest ba sa imong business. So, second common sa bang ilang gina-produce. Diba, each country is unique. Lahi-lahi ang ilang gina-produce na goods and services. Then there is an assurance na may increase of chances of success. Kaya the more you offer new goods and services sa imuhang consumers, the more nga mas mula ko ang imuhang profit, then padulong sad ka sa increased chances of success. Third is increased efficiency. Related, isa lang na ang discussion sa 3, 4, and 5. Increased efficiency, increased productivity, and innovation. Kaya exposure to international competition encourages business to improve their productivity, adapt new technologies, and enhance overall efficiency to remain competitive in the global scale. And exchange of ideas, develop new products and processes and technologies. So innovation, of course, since daghan man imong choices since international man siya, then mahulog siya sa innovation kay baguman ng mga hanagdaw sa goods and services ng imuhang introduce or i-present sa imuhang mga consumers. Economic advantage, related lang po siya sa increased chances of success na economic, mas may chance sa namudakuan ng imuhang profit due to the uniqueness of product na imuhang introduce sa imuhang mga consumers. Difference in economic growth rate, uneven distribution of natural resources, uneven distribution of natural resources kay ibalik if kulangan mo og mga raw materials, for example sa Philippines, if we lack mga materials na gamiton sa pag-produce sa usa ka goods and services, then may ato choice na mag-import kita ng mga materials na available sa other country. Kay dili sa malikayan na uneven o sa hayang distribution sa natural resources. Muna ang choices sa urban entrepreneurs or business owners is mag-import na lang sila o mga materials na gamiton nila sa pag-produce or manufacture sa product para ma-fill in ang mga kulang nila sa production. Next, division of labor and specialization. That's just the same or same thought with other reasons for international trade and growth. This is related to increased chances of success. Growth, kaya mas muda ko pang imuhang business. The more you import, the more nga daghan sa parang imuhang ma-offer sa imuhang mga consumers. And of course, it will give chance to ibalik expansion pa sa inyong business as a business owner. Next one is the advantages and disadvantages. I guess hindi na nakunin siya i-dig deeper. So optimal use of natural resources, mo siya kung ingon kaina nga you have the choice to import or export if depending kung kulang ka og mga materials, then you have the choice to import from other countries. Kung sobra isab, then you have the choice to export, baligya nimo sa other countries. Availability of all types of goods is international siya, uniqueness of goods and services sa other countries, then you have the option to have the international trade. Specialization, advantages of large-scale production, I guess that's already sabutable na siya. Stability in prices, exchange of technical know-how and establish of new industries, increase in efficiency, that's already discussed kaina. Development of the means of transport and communication, international cooperation, understanding, and ability to face natural calamities. Well, for the disadvantages, impediment in the development of home industries, economic dependence, na sa times na magsalid na sa ang mga business owners na magpataka na lang sila o import and export bisag wala na sila na baligya o wala na sila na save. Third, political dependence, misutilization of natural resources, yung magpataka na sila o import or export, then magamit na nila in a wrong way ang mga natural resources na dapat gamiton for more production. Next is the import of harmful goods, storage of goods, masubraan na sila pag-import, then magtapak na ang mga goods without selling it. That danger to international peace, of course, di ba? Akong giingon kaina, one of the risks isab is yung mag-away-away ang mga countries. So that would affect to the international peace. Then, world wars that would follow if may makitabo na maguba ang international peace. Then, hardships in times of wars. So, before kita mag-proceed sa international marketing, let me just ask someone if yaminaw kayo. Yeah, from this side. What are the three types of or classifications of international trade and what are its differences?
Itong import. Import, trade, export,
Yes,
trade,
Samantha.
entrepot, trade. Entrepot?
What are the three classifications of international trade and what are the difference of these three?
Those are itong import trade, export trade, o export trade. So, ang import trade is yan itong, like for example, sa Pilipinas, kibali dili sila ang gapulos na niyo na goods, ikan kibali siya from other country. And then sa export kay kibali ang Pilipinas ang manufacture na niyo na goods din iladan ikon sa lain na country. Then ang entrepot kay kibali gikan siya sa lain na country, ikanto kibali sa Pilipinas tapos i-export na sa ng Pilipinas to other countries.
Okay.
Very good.
Thank